I really feel blessed in that I basically like my family. I like my wife. It's
Right?
amazing. I always say
You find that
I have a
unusual in the
simple
business
life.
world?
Yeah,
Or?
I say, look, I've led a simple life. One wife, one daughter, one company, right? And I use that line when we acquired Alstom. It was in Paris, and I use that line to describe myself. I lead a simple life, one wife, one daughter, one company. I said, I realize that's not the French way, but it's worked for me. But I like to read. I like playing golf. I like to read. I actually like hiking. But I think one of the things that I've trained myself is I've always been able to lead in the moment. So I've always been able to kind of separate different things, even though there's pressure. In 2011, the Fukushima nuclear disaster took place. And a couple of the reactors were ours, and it was terrifying, I would say. So I was on a 2-hour teleconference on hey, we don't know what's going on. All we can see is the CNN helicopter feed. But if something happens to the reactor, this is horrible. 2-hour teleconference. I'm in Perth, Australia. Click. I have to go to a town hall with 1,000 people. So I have to walk 20 steps, and I'm going from the world as we know it is ending to kind of walk in and say, hey guys, I'm feeling good today. Everything's groovy, right? Everything's cool. We're gonna get through this and things like that. And I think good leaders know how to be in the moment, intense, but compartmentalized. And I've always been able to do that in my personal life as well.
What would you say are the 1 or 2 most important lessons that you got out of being the CEO of GE?
The future always comes, right? So the notion that I hope this doesn't happen, that's a bad, kind of nervous laughter is a bad strategy. So I think this notion that the future always comes. Live in markets. Look, if you're in the healthcare business or the aviation business in 2000 and you turn your back on, if you're a business person today and you turn your back on China, you're crazy. And then give fully of yourself. Give. Every person that works for you is their own story. They have a family. They have their own aspirations. Give fully of yourself to everybody you meet. And those are just a couple things I've learned